Good evening and thanks so much for joining us for KRDO News Channel 13 at 6. I'm James Jarman.
And I'm Heather Skold. And we begin with new questions on the status of the Tom Clements case. The Colorado prisons chief was murdered at his Monument home in 2013. Tomorrow, the governor and the El Paso County Sheriff will meet to decide if it's time to close the case or whether investigators should keep digging. Hickenlooper spoke exclusively with KRDO News Channel 13's Emily Allen. She is live outside the El Paso County Sheriff's Office.
James and Heather, the big question is whether the killer, Evan Ebel, acted alone or in conjunction with other 211 crew gang members. Now tomorrow, Hickenlooper will review this evidence for himself.
Keep investigating or close the case. It's a tough call for Governor John Hickenlooper.
For Tom Clements' widow, Lisa, I think it's important to all of us that we get closure, but that the closure is appropriate.
Evan Ebel killed then prison chief Tom Clements outside of his Monument home. Days before, Ebel killed Nathan Leon, a pizza delivery driver. Ebel died during a shootout with law enforcement in Texas. A report from the Texas Rangers says Ebel worked with his 211 crew gang members to commit the crimes. But the lead agency on this case disagrees.
Investigators at the sheriff's office have been looking into this case for 3 years and at this point have not found any evidence to indicate that Evan Ebel acted with other people. They believe he committed these crimes on his own.
I want to see what they've got and what their, what their point of view is.
Hickenlooper and Colorado Attorney General Cynthia Kaufman will meet with El Paso County Sheriff Bill Elder to review the evidence and decide if they'll close the case.
We will be looking at this together, and I think between the two of us, we'll ask pretty much every question you can think of.
Hickenlooper was close with Clements and also a longtime friend of Jack Ebel, Evan's dad. Hickenlooper fielded questions in the past that he helped Evan Ebel get out of prison early. Hickenlooper says those allegations are false and still can't believe the connection.
I couldn't breathe for almost a minute. I just couldn't believe that the world had constricted down to such a tiny little space that, the son of one of my oldest friends killed one of my closest friends at that time. It's just inconceivable. Still is. I still can't.
3 years, thousands of leads, and even more hours investigating. The question now, is it time to close this case?
A spokesperson for the sheriff's office says that Sheriff Elder will not speak about this case until after tomorrow's meeting. In Colorado Springs, Emily Allen, KRDO News Channel 13.